Ever left a mechanic shop feeling like your wallet got an oil change too? And yet, somehow the only thing that got lubricated was your savings account. Some mechanics count on you not knowing what's under the hood. How many of these scams have you been through and just shrugged it off? In this video, we're exposing 14 real-life scams that mechanics pull on unsuspecting drivers like you, and most importantly, giving you exactly what to say back to shut it down. We're starting strong, because the first three are the worst offenders. Tip number 1. The blown strut lie. Your mechanic tells you your struts are leaking and need replacement, but they don't show you anything. In reality, most struts develop a thin oil film over time, which is normal. It's only when they're heavily leaking and your ride becomes bouncy that a replacement is needed. What should you say back? Can you show me the leak and explain how it's affecting my ride comfort or safety? Always ask for a physical walkthrough. If they dodge it, you've caught them. A shady shop banks on the fact that you're not gonna crawl under your own car, but you absolutely can make them do it for you. Moving on to tip number 2. Your brake pads are shot. They hit you with urgency. You have to replace it now or else you get into an accident. But brake pad safety ranges can be wide. Dishonest mechanics exaggerate where to push a fast sale. Here's what you can say back. Can you show me the pad thickness in millimeters? Under 3 millimeters, consider replacement territory. Anything higher, you've still got time. That said, many shops recommend replacement at 4 millimeters, but that doesn't mean you're in immediate danger. Next up, tip number 3. Replacing parts that were never installed. You're told they've replaced the cabin filter, air filter, or spark plugs, but turns out they actually didn't. They'll charge you for part of the labor, assuming you'll never check. You could say this: can you return the old parts so I can inspect them? It's fair. It's a fair, reasonable request and one of the best ways to scare off scammers. Many states and provinces legally require the return of replaced parts if requested. If you're visiting a new mechanic, don't forget this. On to the next tip. Tip number 4. Your transmission fluid is black. That's bad. They show you a dark fluid on the dipstick and panic you into a flush, but a darker color doesn't always mean bad news. It naturally changes over time. When was it last changed? Does the manufacturer recommend a flush or just a drain and fill? Over-flushing older systems can cause failure by dislodging settled debris. You should always refer to your owner's manual. Some transmissions are sealed and don't need frequent service. If you see them waving the dipstick and loudly proclaiming how dark it is, it's probably BS. Tip number 5. The free inspection trap. This one's a classic. They lure you in with a free oil change or tire rotation, then conveniently find hundreds of dollars in issues. It's common upsell strategy, especially on older vehicles. So what's our strategy? Here's what you can do. I'd like a written estimate so I can compare it with another shop first. Scammers hate comparison shoppers. Good ones will support your decision. If they pressure you to decide right now, it's a red flag. Urgency is a scammer's best friend. Tip number 6. Selling air filters you don't need. You're told your air filter is clogged even if it was changed just a few months ago. They'll even show you a dirty filter that isn't even yours. Mine was changed recently, and can you show me my filter in the vehicle? Most air filters last 12 to 15,000 miles and even longer in clean environments. Here's a bonus tip. Mark your filter's corner with a Sharpie after installation. It makes future swaps really obvious. Tip number 7. You need new tires ASAP. Tires are easy sales for shops, and many drivers don't know how to check tread depth. You're told they're unsafe, but a simple penny test could prove otherwise. Here's what you can say. What's the thread depth in 30 seconds of an inch, and is the wear even across the tire? A thread depth of 332 inches usually means it's time to replace, but if the wear is only on one side, the real issue might be an alignment problem, not worn out tires. Here's a tip. Learn how to spot wear bars and decode the tire's sidewall. It could save you hundreds and help you dodge upsells like a pro. The next tip is an important one to remember. Tip number 8. Mystery labor charges. Ever see shop supplies or vague diagnostic fees that weren't explained? That's a tactic to pad the bill without itemizing real work. Here's something you can say. Can you break down what this labor charge includes line by line? There, you got him. Transparency should be the norm, not a negotiation. It's a mechanic shop, not some shady flea market. We recommend you ask for labor time estimates before agreeing to anything, not just the cost of parts. Labor is expensive. Tip number 9. The oil leak equals immediate danger tactic. You've probably heard this one if you've owned a European car before. Minor oil seepage is common in older engines, but you'll be told it needs urgent resealing. Some leaks are cosmetic and don't drip at all. Is this leak actually dripping, and how fast is the oil level dropping? A visible drip spot under the car is very different from light gasket seepage. Monitor your oil dipstick weekly if you're unsure. Not all leaks require an immediate fix. These fixes can be quite expensive. Tip number 10. Unnecessary fuel change cleanings. You're told you need a fuel injector cleaning or a throttle body flush, but your car isn't misfiring or surging. This is usually an upsell with little to no impact to you. What symptoms made you recommend this service? Can you show a code or test result? Without symptoms, it's usually not needed. Fuel quality today is better than ever. Modern injectors rarely ever need manual cleaning. The next tip can help save you hundreds. Tip number 11. Battery replacement for minor issues. Your battery's fine, but they claim it's weak after just one test. This could be triggered by something as simple as leaving your lights on. Can you show me the voltage, cold cranking apps, and test results? Ask for a second test after driving or recharging. Batteries fail gradually. Cold weather performance is a better indicator than a one-bench test. Here's a bonus tip. On average, batteries can last up to 4, sometimes even 5 years. You'd be surprised how often this next one happens. Tip number 12. Overcharging for simple diagnostics. You get charged $150 for just plugging in an OBD scanner, something most auto parts stores do for free. Dealerships at least warn you about the fee in advance in most cases. Here's what you can say. What did your scan find that the free OBD reading wouldn't have shown? If there's no added inspection or testing, that fee is questionable. Ask for a copy of the scan report and codes for your records. Tip number 13. Pushing coolant flushes too early. Coolant flushes matter, but most modern vehicles only need one every 5 years or around 60,000 miles. Some shops push it early just to fill slow service gaps. When was the coolant last replaced? And can you test its pH and freeze point first? If your coolant still meets spec, there's no reason to flush it early. Many manufacturers now use long-life coolant that lasts up to 10 years. Flushing it too soon just drains your wallet, not your radiator. Finally, tip number 14. Timing belt replacement way too early. Some mechanics push for timing belt replacement at 50,000 miles, even though many modern belts are rated for 90 to 100k miles or more. So your comeback? What's the manufacturer's interval for this engine, and have you inspected the belt's condition? Some shops skip checking entirely and just go by outdated rules of thumb. And that could cost you $1,000 for no reason. A real inspection or documentation should match your owner's manual, not their sales quota. Mechanics aren't the enemy, but the bad ones, they hope you stay clueless. Learning how to ask the right questions puts power back in your hands. Don't let them pressure you into any sus repairs. Remember, the force is strong with you. Which of these scams have you seen or fallen for? Drop it in the comments. You might just help someone else dodge it. Also, check out our other video here where we debunk 17 fuel-saving myths. Thanks for watching.